Hello everybody, welcome to a new series of tutorials on NuRack, the AUV-free effects processor from 4Pockets. So as I normally do in this first video, I'm going to give you an introduction to the app and so that you can get started. So I'm inside AUM, let's click on the plus sign and to the audio to create an audio track. Let's also select as a source Chameleon from 4Pockets, and let's activate the keyboard, select a preset which can be good for for the demonstration. Let's choose empty pads. Let's try it. Perfect. Okay, so next let's add the effect processor. So let's scroll down, let's click on the search bar and let's search for NuRackFX media in this case. So let's open up the interface and let's maximize it. As you go in for the first time, it looks pretty empty, but it can get really busy quickly. So let's start from the top left. We have a menu. You click on it, you can create a new rack, load, save, delete it, and you can access, for example, the settings where you can establish if you want to have multiple or single channel inputs, which you can see here at the moment is a single one selected and then distributed to individual racks. You have 3 racks, 1, 2, 3, which are here. You can set parameter for automation, presentation, and also smooth transition from one rack to the other. Let's close that and let's load, for example, a new rack. So let's try the audio gate. As you can see, really nice. Let's double click on it to enter the presentation mode. Let's activate the transport in AUM, clicking on play, and let's try it. Let's change the parameter here. Really nice. So let's double click on it to exit the presentation mode. Now let's go to the menu and let's select new to create a new rack. So let's give it a name, for example, test, press enter, and let's click save. So the rack has been created successfully. So the uniqueness of NuRackFX is that allows you not only to create racks with different modules, but also to create the user interface through an interface builder, which is really cool. So let's click on here and design to edit. Now you can click on the X to add a new module. For example, let's go to the modulation and let's add a tremolo. Voila. So you can pinch in and out with your fingers to change the size. So simply just like that, you can now activate the interface builder, deactivate the edit mode, double click on it, you enter presentation mode. Fantastic. Let's change the synced in bit. Okay, let's double click again to exit the presentation mode. Let's keep editing, and so for example, let's exit the interface builder, of course. Let's add another module. So let's go, for example, time-based, and let's add a reverb like so. And you can continue like that. You can get also very complicated routing between one to the other modules, which we'll see in future tutorial. Now, let's click on the interface builder to show you the uniqueness of NuRack. Here it is where you can create your interface as you wish. For example, let's click on this. Frame option and colors appear. Let's disable the clip to bounds, and let's select no borders. The borders disappeared. Let's do the same on the tremolo, no border, and let's remove the clip to bounds. Now we have these 2 buttons. I don't like them. I don't want them, so click. I can change the size, of course, but I want to move them outside the window like so. Voila. Next, let's click these 4 controls and let's move them up. Let's move this one out like so. Now let's click on the reverb. Let's change the color to, for example, something like that. We can copy that. We can go to the tremolo one. We can paste it as well to have the same color. As you can see, we have created a new user interface. Let's exit the edit mode. Let's double click to enter presentation mode. Voila, we have our new rack with a brand new interface. Let's change the stereo. Let's change the color. Let's output, increase the room size. Okay. Let's double click to exit the performance, the presentation mode, and let's click edit. Let's remove the interface builder, and here we are. You can continue like so. For example, you can say, wow, okay, I want to add something visual, and we want to light, for example, a scope. Let's go inside the interface builder like so. Now let's change the way it looks. Let's remove say no border, remove the clip, and also no title. Let's change the size like that. Let's move that to be underneath there, and let's change the sizing again. Let's exit edit mode, double click to enter presentation mode. Voila. Let's again exit the presentation mode, and let's go back to edit mode and disable the interface builder, and let's click on the X. I want to show you what you have, for example, under filter. You have a different set of filters, or for example under time based you have stereo, tape delay, reverb, or you see you can remove like so, for example, or you can add for example dynamic, velocity control, compressor, noise gate, etc. So you have lots of possibility, and you can create your user interface as you like. You can even, for example, inside the interface builder, you can even from the menu add the background. You can change the knob style, the window style, etc, etc. You can even add, for example, controls. Like here, if you click add object, you can add in text, paste your logo, or also add stock objects, like for example a tweeter, a jack, a vent, a USB port, etc, etc. So very, very versatile. I'm sure you will enjoy creating your own rack with NuRackFX from 4Pockets. As always, I hope you enjoyed. See you next time. Bye.